Thank you. Tonight, a Pembroke Pines woman fears for her son's life. It's after she says he went missing while at a hospital in protective custody.
She says the facility where he was admitted is giving her conflicting stories about his location. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us from Larkin Community Hospital Behavioral Health Services in Hollywood with more details.
I am frustrated and I am angry.
Naomi Moise is at the end of her rope, stricken with concern and anxiety after learning her 29-year-old son, Brian Jaquette, is missing.
I need to see Brian.
Moise says Brian has struggled with substance abuse for years and that his addiction has taken a toll on their family.
It's very tough. It's very hard. It's not anything I would wish on anybody.
In an attempt to get Brian help, Moise petitioned the court to Marchman Act him. Florida's Marchman Act allows parents, spouses, other loved ones, or a sheriff to petition a court to get someone treated for substance abuse. This act is for people struggling with addiction who are at risk of hurting themselves or others. The person can be held for up to 5 days for evaluation, and treatment can last up to 60 days.
He was brought into Larkin's Behavioral Health.
And that's where Brian has been since January 10th. Moise says she last spoke to her son on Thursday. But after that, she says her calls to him went unanswered.
I was on my way to go see him. Then I called the nurse station, the front desk, and then they told me that Brian was not there.
Moise says the Larkin staff told her on Sunday that Brian was transferred to a treatment facility in Port St. Lucie over the weekend.
If they transfer him, how come I didn't get a call?
Tuesday, Moise attended a court hearing regarding her son's Marchman Act. Brian was supposed to be there virtually, but never showed up. Moise called the Port St. Lucie facility.
She asked for his name, last name, and his date of birth, and she's like, there's no person by that name.
Then Moise confronted a representative with Larkin's about where her son is, and she was told another story, that her son actually jumped out of the car he was being transferred in over the weekend. Now Moise says no one knows where Brian is.
These centers are supposed to help people, and instead they're not helping people. They're putting more stress on family members who having to deal. Frustrated. That's how I'm feeling.
We reached out to Larkin's about what happened to Brian, and we were told that they cannot comment due to patient privacy laws, but added that they, quote, perform involuntary assessments under the Marchman Act to determine if a person is substance abuse impaired and if, because of that disorder, the patient meets criteria for involuntary commitment. After a Marchman Act evaluation is conducted, Larkin Community Hospital Behavioral Health Services makes appropriate treatment recommendations based on the patient's evaluation by a qualified physician specializing in addiction medicine. Moise says she filed a missing persons report with the Hollywood Police Department, and she says she'll continue to work with them until her son is found. For now, reporting from Hollywood, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.